The Hoda boy, see, I become from the Hoda boy. No go think say because I did low grammar. See, I know be a Hoda boy. No go think say because I did low grammar. See, I know be a Hoda boy. It's been a long time coming. Let to make sure Babylon get punished. Say it's only crime.
All right, we're back. Sometimes technology throws a wrench in your spokes. Is that what it's called?
Spokes in your
spokes
wheel.
in your wheel.
Spokes in your wheel.
All of that, and you know, sometimes these things do happen.
Yes, they do.
But it's okay. We were going so good, and we had momentum building, and I was building up to a climax.
Yeah, I think I shut down.
I was building up to a climax, and yeah, I was building up to a climax. But so here we go. We're gonna go back because we're talking about your singing, right?
Okay.
By the way, Jerry, I'm gonna need 15 minutes from you, huh? Okay. You want some money? Don't worry. Jerry's the guy who's coming on next, and I'm sorry, we can't let this goodness go out the window without doing what we are supposed to be doing, because it's only
Thanks
good
so
news.
much, Jerry.
All right, Jerry, thank you. You know, when you want some soup, you know where to go.
Anyway, we're supposed to do a giveaway too, right?
It's a lot fun.
Friday tomorrow is a big day.
Right.
We got chowder running.
Okay. So we're back. So we're talking about you singing.
I hear
right?
that song in the background. Oh my gosh.
We're talking about you singing. And what I want us to do, let me tell you something, right? This show, I don't know if you know, but we always tend to think outside the box.
Yes, I realize that.
And we give the listeners something that they were not expecting. And you too.
Yes, I see that.
So we're going to have an extempo session.
Okay. Okay.
You can't say no.
Okay.
Right? It's going to be about, let's pick a very random word, soup.
Okay.
That just came into my mind just now. I wasn't planning to say soup. It just came into my mind. And, you know, that's the word of the day, soup.
Soup, okay.
And we are going to, I'll break the ice. I'll
Okay.
take one verse, and then you can follow through. And don't chicken out like you do in chicken soup.
Nah,
You're not going to chicken. I think you're up for a challenge.
I've never done extempo before.
That's okay, but you've done poetry, you're a teacher, but you pivoted. You're an entrepreneur, and you know how to think on your feet, and you did the whole black sound, bagalan, jagadan, thingamajig, and you were a formidable force to reckon with, and you are going to do well in this extempo session in the studio.
Sting like a bee.
Yes,
You're good.
extempo. Yeah, seriously. Right? So, Jamster, you have the extempo thing. So, the word of the day is soup. Okay? I'm going to go first. One verse, and then you're going to take the next verse. We're not going to stop the music. So, when I stop, you're going to listen to the hook, the head of the song, and then you're going to go into your verse.
Okay.
And if we're feeling it, we can keep going again. All right? So, all right, go ahead, run it. Not that.
Should we let you to that?
Not that. All right. Extempo. I'm not reading anything.
Okay.
Okay. You see, you know my is in the studio. We don't know where we gonna go. We're gonna be eating some soup tomorrow. It's gonna be TGIF, it's Friday. When you eat the soup, you're gonna be saying yay. Your belly will be saying another day. Don't go home without buying some soup. You know my Alan is in the studio. She's a soup person. No. All right.
Say,
Okay.
la la dee la that boy. 2014, December 14th. No, it was a year after that.
All right.
14th December 2015 is when the Soup Cafe come on the scene. It named Bank Street, that's where we was at. New Vibes was playing in the party. But you know somebody, I only sell 8 bowls of soup that night.
What? Okay. Eat some soup. It's good for you. We got one more verse.
Okay.
All right. Right here, your name is Unoma. It's a name that rhymes with Barack Obama. She gonna make some soup better than your mama. But you gonna know she's the number one stunner. When you eat the soup, you gonna be like Nobana. Nah. I can't sing to save my life tonight, but you're gonna take the next verse and bring it home tonight.
So when I left this scene, sorry.
Okay.
Da, 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 da.
She got one more verse.
All right, listen to this. Those of you looking for an inspiration.
All right.
So when I left the scene that night, I was so sad about the sales. I didn't want to come back. I went home and I sat up and I said, what is that? What am I going to do with this soup idea? Should I shelve it or should I appear? The next day for lunch at midday, I sell off all the pots on that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I shifted from the night into midday, which was the original plan.
That is talent.
You're too kind.
Talent.
No. You have people who are performers, and you have people who are lyricists. I'm a performer.
Talent. Yes. Thank you. We can drink. Okay. Good. Now you got the juices flowing.
How you mean?
Yeah, the juices flowing.
I hope that's recorded and I want a copy.
Yes, of course. Everything. That's why I was like, tonight we had to get the internet, we had to stream it, everything's done. Everything's done. Because everything you were on point, girl. You were on point. That wasn't so bad.
No.
So you coming back this year?
I'm hooked.
Of course.
It's quite possible.
That was it.
It's quite possible.
That's what I wanted to do.
Quite possible.
My gosh. So, we had so much to talk about. We're gonna, at some point, right? We just talked about soup. You pivoted into this whole soup industry. What was that? How did that happen?
Okay. All right. And anyone who has followed me or has listened to interviews such as this would know that my life's goals were set between the ages of 5 and 10. Book, full stop. I'm an only child, so I don't have brothers and sisters to always be in my head saying, what stupidness are you talking about? I had time to myself for years to sit and think and ponder, which is very important to do. You must find time to think, because that's where everything we see around us comes from. Is when somebody thinks and say, if birds could fly, can't man?
Right.
How can we amplify our voice? So everything starts in the mind. So I had ample time as an only child of two very busy parents. My mother was a nurse and my father is an economist. So I decided, one, I wanted to be an entertainer.
Okay.
And look, lo and behold, it came true. Two, I wanted to be the CEO of my own company. But I never told anybody that. So I went through the school motions. I wasn't really connected with academics at all. It's because for me, what I wanted to pursue, in my view, I couldn't find it in academia. So I was just going through the motions, going to school, doing exams, whatever. But I don't think I put much effort into it because it wasn't what I wanted to be. I wanted to be the CEO of my own company. So all through my life, I was always observing the world and looking for that void in the community, that emptiness that needs to be filled all my life. And I would always be talking to people about various ideas. Two of my very good friends, Hazel Brooks and Darlene Hodge, thank you so much. These are ladies who are about 10 or 15 years my senior. But I would sit down and talk to them and say, I have this idea. I want to do this. And they were like, okay, what? And they would listen to me. And I was really appreciative of that, because through that process, ideas, come out and you tweak them and you realize, okay, this one can't work. But with the soup, what happened was through the training of Black Sand. You see how life is important?
Full circle.
That's what I'm saying. Whatever dream you have, pursue it. Whatever comes to your mind, pursue it, because you never know what it would lead you to. So I'm training, and I have to eat every 2 or 3 hours, right? I end up eating about 5 to 6 meals a day. Were there times when I'm with the toothpick and just picking out things out of my mouth? Were there times when I wanted to scream? Yes, it was frustrating. It was hard. Were there times when I wanted chocolate instead of a glass of water? It was hard. I couldn't. There were points in time, as I said, I just wanted to scream. Like, how many more greens do I have to eat? How much more water do I have to drink? But I wanted to go, so I went through the motions. But one day I went into town. It was a Monday, I never forgot. And I said, okay, I wasn't going to be in town for long. I was working from home at the time. So I won't have to travel with my food. That's what I always did. Wherever I went, if I went to MC show or if I was at Black Sand practicing for the introductory section, you know, I would always have something to eat in the car. I remember we pulled up at Neville's. All the contestants were in my vehicle, and every last one of them got out and went in there, got buy chicken and chips. Me, I had 2 cans of sardine. I just crack open one and I'm just eating the sardine like, I can't do this. So, you know, that's how committed I was, because they were young. I mean, they're coming from slim, you know, I'm coming from like overweight to down to, you know, trying to get into a swimsuit body. So anyway, so I'm going downtown. I said, you know what, I won't travel with my food. I'm going to be back shortly. But 2 hours passed. And I was like, oh no, I gotta eat. So I walked into an establishment on 4th Street. And I said, Miss, please, you have a bowl of soup? Can I have soup? Because in my mind, I wanted either a soup or a salad. One of those 2 items would allow me to meet my 2-hour or 3-hour mark, but still be calorie efficient for me, right? Training for the show, trying to build muscle and lose fat. The lady said, soup day is Thursday, today is Monday, come back. I was like, wow. So I ordered a hamburger, told her hold the mayo. And as I left, I thought, oh, this is it. This is the business idea. I'm like,
soup every day.
Why does soup have to be sold on a particular day of the week? Like, why? Why? Who invented that? You know? So I thought, you know what? I ate that. You know, that's your business idea. Finally, after 30-something years, you got the business idea. You know, you said you wanted to be an entrepreneur between the ages of 5 and 10. You done set your life goals, and it took a long time. You know how long I thinking about a business idea? How many times I'm strategizing? I mean, I recall when I finished my master's, I asked my father if I could stay in England a year longer because I wanted to do courses in entrepreneurship. So I enrolled in London School of Economics. They had a slew of summer school programs. So I did management and entrepreneurship. Failed the exam miserably. But I didn't care about that. I ain't there to get no grade. But I guess because it's a university, if they're running courses, you know, they have to adhere to the laws, the education, the university laws. But I just wanted to be there to soak up the knowledge. And so I always got myself into doing something entrepreneurial academically, at least so I felt that would help. So when I left, that was August 2013, and I was told by a business expert that your business starts when you start pursuing it to be executed. So my business didn't start 2015 December when I sold the first bowl of soup. It started the day I executed a survey. So I can't recall when in 2013 the experience was, but after the show, was before the show, August 2013, I executed a survey, sent it out to 30 people, and I asked them, you know, various questions on what type of soup you like. Do you think soup should be sold only on one day of the week? Some said no. I said, do you want takeaway, or would you rather walk in, believe it or not? And when the results came back, I realized that people want soup every day. But I shelved it. I said, yes, I got my business idea. Got my business idea. Went ahead and did the show. But the thing is, I had gotten headhunted by an entity to do their marketing. So that's why I left CFB in 2013, before I did the show. Yes, I resigned from CFB. But as a new business, sometimes things don't work out. You know, 100 businesses would start, only 3 would really survive. Right. Not many survive at all. So this business folded, and I couldn't find a job. But at the same time, I was like, you know, you ain't want no 9 to 5.
Yeah, I know.
You know, you ain't want a 9 to 5.
I know the feeling.
So I pulled out the survey and I said, all right, you know, ma, let's go try and get some funding based on this idea. So that's how it started. Because of Black Sand, because I was unemployed and I had nothing else to turn to. So it was the universe. It was God working. That you have to understand that when an idea comes to you, it's not you who thought of the idea. It's the universe or God or your ancestors who sent that idea to you for a purpose. You have to follow it.
I can't even follow that, man. But what I'm going to try to do is do this giveaway.
Sure.
People, we're going to have a little giveaway. And normally when I'm doing these giveaways, people normally don't get so excited. I don't know why. It's free stuff, man. But what you have to do to win, what they're winning.
Let's make it sweet. They're gonna win a large chowder of their choice tomorrow.
A large chowder of your choice tomorrow.
We're having 2 chowders. Either it's gonna be a conch chowder, and then we're gonna do a seafood chowder, and that consists of crab and shrimp.
All you have to do.
A large.
All you have to do is call in and encourage another entrepreneur that you know.
Okay.
Call in and offer some words of encouragement to an entrepreneur who is on that rise, that difficult journey.
Yes, it is.
That that place of uncertainty where they're not sure if it's going to succeed. I want somebody to call in, and you're going to win
A
large
soup bowl of chowder.
soup bowl of chowder. Now you
nice.
get to choose whether you're gonna keep that bowl of chowder or you want to
Sure.
give it to the person that you're firming. You get that choice. But I want you. Somebody needs to hear from someone today
That's sweet.
about their confidence in their ability to actually succeed. That's all you have to do. Just call in. The numbers to call are 466-0989, 662-0989, or 762-0989. That's all you have to do. Just call in, encourage another entrepreneur. And believe it or not, if nobody calls in, we're still going to find I'm going to find somebody, an entrepreneur who needs that word of encouragement to donate this gift to. So we have 5 more minutes before Jerry kicks me out of here. Now, Jerry, thank you, Jerry. Thank you.
you so
I
much,
love you.
Jerry.
Thank you. It wasn't my fault. All right. But so there's so much more I wanted to talk about, but I'm going to be conscientious.
Okay.
And definitely there's going to be part 2.
I would love that.
There has
I
to be
would
part
love
2. You bring some energy in this
I would love
studio
that.
that we all need. So we're going to jump to the rapid fire session, which is
Okay.
just 10 questions. I'm going to ask them first person. You answer them. And whilst we're embarking on that, if anybody calls in, we'll just pause, take the call, listen to what they have to say. And if they don't, we'll find somebody
Sure.
to give this to.
Okay.
All right. Number 1, this particular soup speaks to my soul. 10 questions. Number 1.
Gosh, there's so many of them. Oh gosh. Right now, Kalaloo.
Callaloo. Number 2, aliens come to visit St. Kitts and they say if we don't want them to attack us, I have to become the prime minister and make a difference that positively affects all of us. The first thing that comes to mind that I would do.
Change educational system.
Lovely.
Change it.
Number 3, actually, I can thank COVID for this positive outcome in my life.
The reintroduction of the soup cafe into St Kitts and Nevis.
All right. A role model that I tend to emulate is.
Muhammad Ali.
All right. Shakira Richardson calls me and asks me for advice on the best way forward. This is what I would tell her.
Fail as many times as you can. There are lessons in every failure. Don't listen to people and think that failure is something that you should scoff at or be ashamed of. Fail proudly, because there's a lesson in it to make you better.
I smile, but definitely this will push my buttons to wipe that smile off my face instantly.
Oh, I want to dance with somebody. Anything for Whitney?
No,
I want to be the
That will
with
wipe the
somebody.
smile off the face.
Off the face.
Yes.
Off the face. When Europe doesn't acknowledge what they did to us and not give us reparations.
And after that smile has been wiped off instantly, this is what brings it back as fast.
Whitney Houston.
Number 8, a wishful thought that keeps playing over and over in my head is.
Don't stop. Remember your dream.
Okay.
Remember your dream.
Number 9, this country is on my bucket list to visit.
Anyone in West Africa? Of course, I gotta go to my motherland. I gotta find out where my roots are. Nigeria, Togo, Ghana, West Africa, the whole of West Africa, wherever they took our ancestors from, I'm gonna visit. And one of those countries, something will happen and I will know that that's where I came from.
And number 10, the best part about being on this show is.
God, just interacting with you and seeing your handsome face.
She thinks I'm handsome. For the second week in a row.
You are. You're a good looking dude.
You know what? I haven't even shaved. I haven't even cut my hair. In fact, I was going to even do it before this show. And I said,
is skin deep, dude.
it's skin. Okay,
it's skin
from
deep.
inside out.
Yeah, it's just
That's
spirit.
very beautiful. I love it. I've
It's
always
just
got
spirit.
something. Okay, well, thank you. Listen, I like your energy. And guess what we're going to do? I'm going to give away that to an entrepreneur who was here last week. Just last week. That giveaway, since nobody called.
Okay, cool. Nice.
Veronica.
I saw her today.
Veronica
Actually.
Julius, you are a force to reckon with, and we spoke about so many ideas last week, and I want you to follow through on those ideas. The one idea that I specifically want you to follow through on, I told you to make a belt for men, okay? You're sleeping on something that has been untapped. Modular buckles that can be interchanged with different colors and type. I'm serious. You will make a lot of money and have lots of customers. Men matter too, because you can't spell women without men. So I know you're doing a whole business thingamajig for women, but I want you to follow through. And because you're an amazing and successful and burgeoning entrepreneur, you get to win that chowder thingamajig tomorrow. That's all you had to do. Call in and say something nice about an entrepreneur who needs encouragement, and nobody called in. I'm just showing you guys how it works.
Nice.
So next time I have another giveaway, please call in and make somebody else's day. But until next time for part 2, because you got to come back.
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to.
It's going to be me telling you guys to be kind and to always spread love. And coming up next is going to be Jerry and Latin Twins. We're going to listen to some Latin music. It's not necesito Latin music.
Ándale, ándale.
Oh my gosh.
Got it, get it. On roller rockets. Got it, get it.
Found the sound 99.9 WINN FM.
Anunciando el desarrollo de la Política Nacional de Igualdad de Género y Plan de Acción para ser finalizado en diciembre del año 2021. La Política Nacional de Igualdad de Género y Plan de Acción